All right, let's move on to our feature about Red Sovine. He was born in West Virginia. 1917 is when he was born there. And then he moved to Shreveport, Louisiana, where things kind of took off for him. He had a morning radio show there. And then he got on to the Louisiana Hayride. Remember this? This was a show that was all about country music. And he had the Wandering Boys Band, was a great band that he had. And then the following year, he kind of duet with Goldie Hill, Are You Mine? That got him interested. And then he duetted with Pierce on a cover of George Jones' Why Baby Why. He had 5 other singles that year and became a member of the Grand Ole Opry for sure. And after recording close to 50 sides with Decca, by 1959 he signed with Stardom Records and began touring the club circuit as a solo act. And that's when you began to know about Red Sovine. And that same year he was seriously injured in a car accident. Did you know that? That claimed the lives of 2 of his band members, Douglas Nix and Johnny Morris. So he actually started, he in 61 he did a song copyrighted and with Dale Knoll and him became a sizable hit on the pop chart. The song was called Missing You. And then he recorded with Ray Peterson for the Dunes label for sure. He was good friends with Charlie Pride. Did you know that? Charlie Pride was a minor league baseball player, and the two of them got to Nashville, and Sovine actually opened up a lot of the doors for Charlie Pride, which was kind of interesting since Charlie Pride, I think, became the bigger singer depending on when you were born. But his own career stalled a little bit, and he Dream House for Sale reached number 22 in 64 and became nearly 8 years after his last hit. So he had a big long time where he didn't have that hit. And then in 65 he found his niche when he recorded Giddyup Go. Remember this song? That's right. This is a trucker hit. He wrote it with Tommy Hill, and it is spoken rather than sung, and it's as the words of an older long-distance truck driver who rediscovers his long-lost son driving another truck on the same highway. All right, let's listen to that one here. This one's Giddyup Go by our friend Mr. Red Sovine. Big famous one by Red Sovine. Could you imagine being at a Red Sovine concert? Would you actually... They must give out tissues at the door. That's got to be what it is. Minnie Pearl actually did a follow-up song to Giddyup Go called Giddyup Go Answer, and it's about seeing the song at a truck stop. So Vine's version spent 6 weeks at the top of the country charts, and then he's got other ones as well, which we'll get into in a minute. But here's the Minnie Pearl version of Giddyup Go Answer. Great song. So he is probably, I don't know which one you would consider Red Sovine's top song. I think this next one pretty well is what he's known for, but he is also known well for Teddy Bear and Little Joe and all of that kind of stuff. But it's kind of ironic. So his song, Phantom 309, is a tale of a hitchhiker who hops a ride from a trucker and turns out to be a ghost of a man who died years ago giving his life to save a school bus full of children. You guys know the story of Phantom 309. Now, Red Sovine actually passed away in 1980. And he passed away. He suffered a heart attack while he was driving his van in southern Nashville, and it caused him to run a red light and hit somebody else. And he hit Edgar Prim, who was 25 years old at the time. Now, Edgar survived. He had some minor injuries and survived, but Sovine passed away. And he sustained a massive abdominal bleeding caused by spleen and liver and fractured ribs and sternum. So here's the thing, though. His memory today is like the ghost of Red Sovine. In fact, Sovine became a present-day dead man known as Dead Sovine shortly after arrival. Wow. Anyway, here's Phantom 309 for you. Oh, what a great song that is for sure. All of his songs are great storytelling songs for sure. That story was later adapted by singer-songwriter Tom Waite, who performed Big Joe and Phantom 309 during his Nighthawks of the Diner recordings. So Waite's version of the song was covered by Archers of Loaf on 1995 tribute album and Step Right Up, the songs of Tom Waite. So anyway, some great stuff there. Teddy Bear would you argue that's more popular than Phantom 309? I don't know. Teddy Bear is a tale of a disabled boy who lost his truck driver father in a highway accident, and his father kept planning to give him a ride and all that, and CB radio's his companion. And the song was eventually released in New Zealand on the Mirage label. And then there's Little Joe, is a tale of a trucker and his devoted canine friend, which became his last hit. That last story features the Teddy Bear character who can now walk. It's a real kind of change in the whole thing. Anyway, let's play Teddy Bear for you so you can get an idea of what goes on there.